Thank you all so much. Your opinions and analysis were spot on as usual. Very, very varied opinions, and I really thank you all so much for coming prepared and having a great conversation today on Hot Topics Monday. Well, you know, for showing up. I'll think about it. Thank all of you for your text messages, your phone calls, all of it. The winners who are going to Carifta this week at the end of the month,
don't forget
because of us, don't forget to come collect your tickets, and congratulations once again. A big hello to you, Agnes. Thank you so much for watching. Good afternoon to you and everybody on social media live feed. Guys, thank you again. Don't go anywhere. The news at 6 is straight ahead. Thank you all for tuning in today.
It's crystal clear water.
No, it's awesome. Yes, absolutely. Good evening, everybody.
Let's talk about love, health and wellness, transformation. Yeah, we got it. Discuss your breakthrough.
BTC is giving the gift of rollover data, plus free unlimited WhatsApp calls, texts, pictures, and videos. Choose from our 1-day plan for $349, 7-day plan for $999, or a 15-day plan for only $29.99. We've even thrown in unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts. Dial *203# to activate your plan today. Share every moment with BTC. Terms and conditions apply.
Coca-Cola Bahamas has always been a strong community partner for us. They've supported and helped us to
reach hundreds of young men through Sprite basketball,
create a fun and interactive United FC,
go a little bit further for our animal friends,
feed thousands of Bahamians every year,
preserve our natural habitat,
and celebrate Bahamian culture and Junkanoo on Main.
The Caribbean Bottling Team is committed to the communities that we serve around the entire Bahamas.
Wicked Genius. Come enjoy KFC's delicious chicken, fries, drink, and biscuits starting at only $5, including VAT. KFC Nassau. It's finger-licking.
Drugs are destroying the young people of our nation.
Wait, hold on. People destroy their lives. Drugs don't destroy people. They destroy themselves by taking drugs.
Yeah, but ain't nobody tell them take drugs.
Man, but drugs all over the place. We got drugs in our schools, homes, and communities.
But only a few students take drugs.
Yeah, man, but that's still a few too many.
But that's just a small percentage.
Hold up. We talking about percentages or the lives of young people?
We talking about saving lives and changing behavior.
Yes, exactly. And drugs does not play a positive role in anybody's life. Say no to drugs and yes to life and mean it.
As a young man at the University of the Bahamas, I have dreams, goals, and ambitions just like everyone else. My wheelchair does not limit me. And neither does my university.
We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up.
Brought to you by UBTV and the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartend, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS.
Quick, I'm on television. I don't have a TV in here.
We have Wi-Fi though.
We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone.
You just have to download the app. All right, hold on.
Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up and start over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss Isis Star now, I still gotta pay?
1540 AM, 104.5 FM plays all the Bahamian hits. All the hits, one station. The Bahamas is moving to the music. Music that makes you feel good.
The scent of your skin is intoxicating.
Home of the #1 Bahamian music beat, 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, the People Station.
Well, what about me? What about you, what? Well, I thirsty too, you know. You don't see all the water out there? Well, why you don't give me your water, and then you go try and drink that salt water? You crazy, eh? I ain't the one talking to a dog, you know. Ain't nobody could drink salt water. Then why you won't give it to me? All dogs need fresh, cool water and sufficient shelter from the sun all year round, especially on the beach and during the hot summer months.
Summers are very hot here in the Bahamas, so please make sure all pets have ample, cool, fresh water in proper containers and sufficient shelter from the sun, even on the beach. And make sure all dog houses and kennels have proper ventilation. Let's make it Bahamian to be humane.
This message has been brought to you by the Bahamas Humane Society and the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Boy, you should see this cute little honey of a poodle like dating now, you know. What, you with another girlfriend? Man, what happened to the last dog you was going out with? Man, I had to dump her, but she's getting too clingy. Well, I hope you protecting yourself. Yeah, you see, I don't let none of them know where I live. No, man, I don't mean so they don't find you. I mean getting yourself neutered so you don't have a little bunch of spots running all around. Man, I ain't worry about that. I is man. I know what I doing. Yeah, famous last words. Well, I guess you ain't hear what happened to Skippy, eh? What? What happened to Skippy? Well, let's just say he ain't skipping around no more. He ain't get himself neutered. Now he in the doghouse with a wife and 9 puppies. Man, I gotta get myself neutered, but you know I like to run free. Boy, ain't that your old girlfriend Fifi coming behind you?
Keep the stray dog population down in the Bahamas. Make sure your dog has been spayed or neutered. Let's make it Bahamian to be humane.
This message has been brought to you by the Bahamas Humane Society and the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
The Ministry of Health wishes to advise members of the public that prevention is key during this flu season. Practicing good cough hygiene can make the difference between you and your loved ones getting the flu or spreading the influenza virus. Good cough hygiene habits include covering your mouth and nose with a tissue when coughing or sneezing, and proper disposal of the tissue in a trash bin. Coughing or sneezing into your upper sleeve near your inner elbow and not your hands when a tissue is not available. Avoiding the use of handkerchiefs and towels as they hold germs, becoming a nest for the virus. And frequently washing your hands with soap and water, which is listed as one of the most important steps you can take to avoid getting sick and passing the virus on to others. If you have any questions about how to practice good cough hygiene to avoid catching or spreading the flu, contact your nearest community clinic or the Health Education Division at the Ministry of Health. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Public Hospitals Authority.
Welcome to the best of sports world.
This Week in the North, Sundays at 4:30 p.m. on ZNS TV 13.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up first at 6, quick removal. The Minister of Foreign Affairs says removing unregulated shanty town communities is necessary. Efficiency and transparency. Public servants learning more on how to be more effective in their duties. Spelling champion. We'll introduce you tonight to the country's newest top speller. The Bahamas Tonight, first at 6, starts right now.
This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC every day.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs told parliamentarians today that removing unregulated shantytown communities around the nation is in the best interest of the Bahamas. Good evening, everyone. I'm Altaviz Munnings. Welcome to First at 6. Thanks for starting a week of news off with us. We can tell you tonight that according to Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Darren Henfield, who's also the Member of Parliament for North Andros, he told parliamentarians today that the blight on shantytowns on society can no longer be ignored. Henfield maintains that the Free National Movement has the political will to rid the country of these communities.
I wish to assure our Baconians that this minister-led administration has the political will and determination to deal with unregulated or shantytown communities.
Minister Henfield's comments come as fires have affected shantytowns in Abaco, most namely the Mud and Pigeon Peas communities.
We see it as a matter of national urgent importance. It's a matter, it is a matter that has outlived its life in this country. And no administration before this one, none, has even delved into it in the way that we have. Deliberately. Not even Papa. I said no administration has delved into it in the way that we have thus far.
Also making news first at 6, the blacklisting handed down by the European Union was also raised in Parliament today. Minister of Financial Services, Trade and Industry, as well as Immigration, the Honorable Brent Simonet, pointed out that the Bahamas' apparent non-compliance with the EU does not reflect the sentiment of other trading blocs.
You know, with all of this, the OECD has rated the Bahamas as largely compliant. That is a fact that we need to constantly bear in mind. And I'll repeat, the OECD has rated the Bahamas as largely compliant. And nothing has changed that even after our trip, the Deputy Prime Minister and my trip to Brussels. We are still largely compliant. However, our challenge remains with global integration of international standards, and that the goalposts to which we are measured keep shifting by international bodies such as the OECD, the EU, FATF, and other regulatory bodies.
Japanese ambassador to the Bahamas, His Excellency Hiromasa Yamazaki, paid a courtesy call on Minister of Finance, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Peter Turnquest, on Friday at the Ministry of Finance's headquarters in Cable Beach. Discussions centered around Japan's participation in a number of global forums and partnerships in the region. Mr. Turnquest expressed the Bahamas' interest in collaboration with Japan in establishing technology and innovation centers in the Bahamas and support in financial services. DPM Turnquest thanked Japan on behalf of the government for the kind financial assistance through a special grant to the Bahamas National Trust from the Japan Special Fund Poverty Reduction Program, which was organized with the assistance of the Inter-American Development Bank. The Bahamas National Trust will utilize this grant to study conservation and fishing practices in East and West Grand Bahama and alternative income models to achieve greater protection of this important fisheries resource. Employees in the public service engaged in a 5-week public sector analysis workshop that's being hosted by the Caribbean Development Bank. Now, that workshop opened at the Ministry of Finance this morning and comes as government embarks on an effort to not only strengthen the efficiency and effectiveness of the public service, but also improve transparency. Secretary to the Cabinet Camille Johnson says this meeting takes place as government looks to improve the ease of doing business. The World Bank has ranked the Bahamas 119th out of 190 countries.
The government has also begun the process of moving toward a program-based approach to management and budget formulation, and has just recently established the Prime Minister's Delivery Unit to bring about a center of government approach to results-based management. This is a new approach from which we expect significant results. While the transformation we see around us is noteworthy, we must also be mindful that no transformation can take place without one key element: people. They are the most valuable resource of any public service, and changes in processes begins with a concomitant alteration in the attitudes, practices, and mindset of the people who conceptualize or manage those processes.
Acting Division Chief in the Technical Development Division of the Caribbean Development Bank, Darren Newman, says public policy and leadership capabilities go hand in hand. Newman says it is even more important to keep pace with global advances.
Since evaluating these decades of training, we came to understand through training needs assessment that we needed to do much more refining of the curriculum and make sure that we were looking much more specifically at the challenges that were happening, after globalization. And so we had a phase of consultations, and we gathered that information, and we've designed this program going forward.
Minister of Social Services and Urban Development, the Honorable Anisha Roll, making her inaugural address to the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women in New York last week. Minister Roll said in her address that the Bahamas government is working toward using ICT for sustainable development, and the introduction of smart devices and telemedicine ensures that our women and girls are not left behind. She noted that women and girls in our community share valuable opportunities for development of businesses in the areas of agriculture and fisheries and native craft. However, she said due to their remote proximity and dependency on the traditional mailboat system, female entrepreneurs on these islands are challenged with limited access to import-export markets necessary to purchase commodities and export their own organically grown products. The Social Services Minister also talked about food security, emergency disaster relief efforts, and the need for disaster relief assistance and data collection support from the international community. Crossing over now to news from the courts. First at 6, the judge has sentenced David Duncombe to 12 years behind bars after he pleaded guilty in a plea deal to armed robbery and assault. During the proceedings, Supreme Court Justice Andrew Forbes also reduced Duncombe's sentence by 3 years that he spent on remand at the Department of Corrections. Attorney Calvin Seymour represented Duncombe. Zancola Willie appeared on behalf of the Crown. Well, we're just getting started. First at 6, the Bahamas has a new spelling bee winner. Find out more on the next side of the break.
Want to pay less? Or want to save more? Do both. Just bundle your bills into one low-rate loan with Commonwealth Bank. With a consolidation loan at Commonwealth Bank, you'll enjoy one easy monthly payment, plus the chance to win $5,000. So move your loans from other banks to Commonwealth Bank and get ready to pay less and save more.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Wicked Genius. Come enjoy KFC's delicious chicken, fries, drink, and biscuits starting at only $5, including VAT. KFC Nassau. It's finger-licking.
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
Cellular and Electronics is your one-stop shop for all your electronic needs. From the latest in cell phones and accessories, like the iPhone 6s Plus to the Samsung S6 Edge, the latest in game consoles, games, and accessories. We also carry the best hoverboards, stereo sound systems, and much more. We also have certified technicians to fix all your electronic needs. Located in the Coconut Grove Plaza and the mall at Marathon. What are you waiting for? Come on down to CTI Cellular and Electronics today.
This portion of the news brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, your leader in personal banking.
Scores of young chefs from around the country whipped up scrumptious meals, all in an effort to secure a scholarship to noted culinary colleges and universities at the recent 26th Annual Bahamas Young Chef Culinary Competition. The students, who demonstrated kitchen etiquette while crafting out new ways to prepare and serve food from their special recipes, received awards in various categories. Assistant Director of Education Keishan Cartwright encouraged the students to not only use the competition as an opportunity to network, but to showcase their culinary skills.
You are doing some things that I still don't know how to do. I heard one of the chefs saying yesterday, if you roll your dough a little bit and let it sit and cover it for 10 minutes, and I'm like, let it sit and roll it and whatever, and put it in for 3 minutes and take it out. And I'm like, well, I tried that and it didn't work. And I saw you doing some stuff over the past few days that would blow anybody's mind. You are gifted and you are talented beyond measure. And so, as you leave today, somebody will be announced as the first place winner in a particular category. But your brand is now a global brand. Your brand can become a global brand. It is what you make it. And so when you leave this competition, I want you to take the knowledge and the skills that you have harnessed, that you have learned, and I want you to take the critiques that you receive, and I want you to allow them to propel you to the next level.
A disappointing third-place finish last year did not deter National Senior Young Chef and Preston Albury High School student Avery Hall. He picked up a victory in the senior division this time around and says he plans to own his own business in the future.
I want to thank my coach, Ms. Tamika Raming, my parents, for one, my sister, my daddy, and grandmother, everyone, and God. I love to do pastry, and later on in life I'd like to open my own bakery/deli.
We've got more good news about our youth to tell you about. Centrally Luther High School student Jonathan Randall is the winner of the 21st Annual Bahamas National Spelling Bee after beating out scores of contenders yesterday afternoon. 12-year-old Randall won the competition held in the Crown Ballroom of the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort after several grueling rounds and what he described as lots of hard work and preparation. This is the third time the young speller has participated in the competition, and he believes the third time has been the charm.
I feel overwhelmed. It's been a long year full of studying and almost no free time without getting called, "Jod, let's do spelling words," and it's really an honor to win after 3 times. You certainly get to know a lot of different words, and you get to make your friends puzzled on which word you're saying. And don't be discouraged if you fail the first couple times like I did, because eventually you will succeed.
Now, the young national speller will travel to Washington, D.C. later in the year for the Scripps National Spelling Bee. It's actually going to be held on May 27th. Minister of Education, the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, congratulated the contestants at the start of the competition for making it to the finals.
You deserve congratulations because you are at the place of championship. And that's what we are about at the Ministry of Education. We are insisting on a culture of excellence so that we could achieve mastery. And already in your respective jurisdictions, you have exemplified this, and you deserve to be proud, and we are all very much proud of you. Dear parents and coaches, thank you very much for this wonderful occasion to celebrate the young people of our country, the youth leaders of today. We make the mistake by saying that they are the young people of the leaders of tomorrow. They are the leaders of today.
That portion of the news was brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, the leader in personal banking services.
Coca-Cola Bahamas has always been a strong community partner for us. They've supported and helped us to
reach hundreds of young men through Sprite basketball,
create a fun and interactive United FC,
go a little bit further for our animal friends,
feed thousands of Bahamians every year,
preserve our natural habitat,
and celebrate Bahamian culture and Junkanoo on Bay Street.
The Caribbean Bottling Team is committed to the communities that we serve around the entire Bahamas.
Rugs, carpet tiles, ceramic tiles, floor mats, even vinyl flooring. Find them all at Wright's Carpet Masters located on Bernard Road. Let them cater to your home or your office needs, and you can choose from a variety of carpets, floor mats, cashmere, oriental rugs, and area rugs. And if you can't come to us, we will bring the business to you, offering free estimates and deliveries to the Family Islands. Wright's Carpet Masters will get it right for you. Located on Burnett Road, telephone number 364-1260.
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Here's your first look at sports for Monday. Gold, gold, gold. The country's 3 water polo teams struck gold on the weekend, sweeping all 3 divisions at the Carifta Water Polo Championships in Jamaica. The Bahamas under-14 team, inclusive of 2 young females, defeated Jamaica 16-2. Dominic Benaby scored 5 goals. Dominic Demerit netted 4 goals. Oliver Roberts added 3 goals. Successfully defending their title was the under-16 team with a 17-3 pounding on Jamaica. The Bahamas was led by Gabriel Sastre, who netted 6 goals. Gabriel in center and Thomas Illing both scored 3 goals. The under-19 game went down to the wire with the Bahamas pulling off the 12-10 win over Jamaica. The Bahamas added 3 goals in the final period and held Jamaica to just 1. All 3 teams are headed home tonight with all of their hardwares won at this year's championships. The Carifta swimming team is now preparing to defend their title at the Carifta Swimming Championships. This regional meet will also be held in Jamaica during the Easter holiday weekend. The Bahamas has won 3 of the last 4 championship titles.
Definitely Martinique is coming strong again, the French. They were close to us last year, so we have that in the back of our mind. We are ready for them, like I said, but they are going to come strong. But we're going to come stronger and bring it home.
Are the sprint races our strongest or the long distance ones?
Well, this year we have really covered the distance swims. The country on the whole, we are very good at sprints. But this year we have Luke Kennedy Thompson, who's leading the distance guys. We look for him to really score some points where the country did not see those points in the past. So we look to kind of sneak in a few more points in our distance events.
An 80-member team will represent the Bahamas at the Carifta Track and Field Championships, which will take place right here in the 242 at the National Thomas A. Robinson Stadium over the Easter holiday weekend. The team was selected on Sunday evening, this after 2 days of competition on Friday and Saturday in the B3A's Island Cares Carifta Trials.
I want to thank our athletes who competed fiercely for the coveted spot to represent Team Bahamas. I want to emphatically state that they are all champions, irregardless or irrespective of their places. Immediately following the sanction of the team, at 12:30, we met and presented the team to the executives. Following that, we had a ratification by the general body. And I'm pleased to say that that long process yielded the best team possible to represent Team Bahamas.
The Texas Lady Longhorns are in the second round of play at the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. They will suit up tonight for their game against Arizona State. On Saturday past, the Lady Longhorns defeated Maine 83-54. Bahamian LaShawn Higgs netted 15 points in the 23 minutes she played. From the local side of the hardwood, the PJ Stingers and the Carroll Contractors will play a third and decisive game in Division I play tonight in the New Providence Basketball Association. The Division II game will pit the Alive Buckets up against the Carroll Contractors' Resistance. The annual Phil Smith Basketball Primary School Classic wrapped up on the weekend. Placing third was Carlton E. Francis.
I've been in the tournament from the tournament start. Today's game, I literally should have won the game to go to the championship. My star player himself missed 15 free throws to go to the championship. So the game started even going overtime. We was up by one, he went to the free throw line. It was two of his free throws. The other team went down and they got a foul, they scored his free throws. That's how we went into overtime.
And how has your team developed and grown since participating in the tournament?
Well, Carlton France has been, playing good basketball now for the last 5-6 years or so. Because we continue to practice. Our practice go 11 months a day. Yeah.
Any more tournaments you're trying to put them in?
Well, I don't think we have any more tournament for this school year. But we don't stop our week. Our week we go till the end of the school year. Then we start our summer camp, and then we take a break in August, and then we start again in September.
Organizer of the tournament, Kevin K.J. Johnson, wants more coaches to come out and participate in tournaments like this.
The coaches gotta want to help and coach at this level. It's all about youth development. And that's where our future lies. And, basketball, along with a lot of sports, teaches discipline. If you learn discipline at a very early age, you will be disciplined throughout life. It's very important that we understand that.
That's your first look at sports. Don't go anywhere. There's more to come.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, we provide imaging services to meet all your family's needs. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. We're the imaging experts. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiology specialist can consult your doctor and conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Results are ready within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartend, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS.
Quick, I on television. I don't have a TV in here. We have Wi-Fi though. We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone.
You just have to download the app. All right, hold on. Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up and start over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss I's a star now. I still gotta pay?
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
BTC is giving the gift of rollover data, plus free unlimited WhatsApp calls, texts, pictures, and videos. Choose from our 1-day plan for $349, 7-day plan for $999, or a 15-day plan for only $29.99. We've even thrown in unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts. Dial *203# to activate your plan today. Share every moment with BTC. Terms and conditions apply.
Time now for weather.
Well, in our first check of weather, we take a look at things around the islands. Beautiful conditions, high pressure dominating our weather, and that's going to continue for the next 24 hours before we do see a frontal boundary get in here. We managed to get up into the 80s. 84 was the official high, overnight low 63, no rainfall in the rain gauge. We are currently settling into the low 80s, 82 outside our studios with just a few passing clouds. Southeast winds at around 7 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 29.86 inches, and it is pretty nice. That's the first check on your weather. More weather is still to come.
Thanks so much, Greg. That does it for First at 6. It's time now for a check on stories making news around the Northern Bahamas.
Night Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, it has become a multi-billion-dollar project overshadowed by controversy following the signing of the heads of agreement between the governments of the Bahamas and Oban Energy 2 weeks ago. The level of confusion and tension erupted regarding the principles involved in the project. But tonight, the president of Oban Energy says it's time to move forward. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis, along with the delegation of the government officials, joined former Chem Technologies Grants Bahama Limited and the new building now under construction. Prime Minister Minnis commending the company for their outstanding work, which impacts millions around the world.
The park supplies medication to about 1 million individuals throughout the Bahamas, throughout the world. So that is very, very significant. And with the additional 2 drugs that's being added to the continent, I'm sure that in a matter of time, the Bahamas would be providing medication to well in excess of 2 million people. So as small as we are, we're making great significant contribution to the healthcare throughout the world.
The Prime Minister and his team were briefed about the new facilities and the construction process. CEO Randy Thompson says that this expansion will allow the manufacturing plant to produce even more products.
We manufacture currently a single API for Gilead, and again, this is along the antiretroviral drug for HIV and AIDS. And to diversify our facility, we have a plant, we call it Plant 2, which is a dedicated facility, currently manufacturing the 1 API. And what we're now doing is looking for a sustainable future through diversifying our product line. And so that new plant is going to be a multi-product facility so we can handle 2, 3 different products in there at the same time.
Chief Financial Officer Kevin Seymour says that so far, the company has utilized 5 major contractors, temporarily employing some 180 workers. The project was originally estimated to cost around $120 million, but Seymour says that has since increased to $180 million.
We forecast initially that about $47 million was going to be spent with Bahamas-based investors or vendors. That has now increased significantly to $109 million. Okay? We have actually already spent with these Bahamas-based vendors $18 million since we commenced the project.
Now, if the project progresses on schedule, the facility is expected to be open by the end of 2019. Well, we do apologize for that mix-up, and now we will hear from the president of OBEC. The oil storage and refinery facility has an estimated cost of up to $4 billion, and the terminal has an estimated project cost of up to $1.5 billion. Once completed, Oban Energies is expected to create 600 direct jobs and hundreds of indirect jobs. Despite the potential economic boost this project is expected to bring, the project continues to face great controversy. It was just over 2 weeks since it was revealed that Peter Prager, the non-executive chairman of the $5.5 billion project, did not sign his own name on the heads of agreements for the deal, but signed the name of Satal Gunna, the company's president, creating a firestorm of controversy. Since then, the company's president issued a paid advertisement in a local daily and then released a letter that was sent to the office of the Prime Minister explaining his absence at the ceremonial signing. While on Grand Bahama, Satal Gunna addressed the ongoing controversy.
The contract was signed and agreed by me. That was the one that was presented in Parliament. That one has been committed to, and I'll move forward with it. I think the ceremonial side of it was just that, was a ceremonial event, and that's pretty much sort of dealt with. So it's sort of time to move on to the project, you know. So prior to that one day, we made a commitment. The one day happened, we've moved on, we're now executing.
Now that the
going well. So we started that process approximately 18 months ago in any case.
With the initial data gathering, initial engineering, including geotechnical survey work, we've appointed 3 Bahamian companies, that's ETS, Target Survey, and Island by Design. Island by Design are leading that process. We're now at the point where the HOA has been signed, so we're now looking forward to a scoping meeting, which is happening tomorrow with the government, and that's the next critical step of the environmental process.
He says that the company's philosophy is to prevent any negative environmental impact through best international practices and technology.
We did a lot of site feasibility work prior to starting on the particular site we've chosen. We've got a lot of data, and we've got the best people on the ground that work here, live here, and have a personal interest to protect the environment. And with technology and engineering that's moved on, we've set a standard and an expectation both in meetings and in our culture, but also in contractual terms, to ensure that our consultants and engineers use best practice to mitigate any environmental impacts.
Residents have also expressed concern regarding air quality and emissions from the facility. Donna is assuring residents that those issues have been taken into account.
With the terminal and the refinery, 70% of the impacts, environmental impacts, are on the sea, with particularly the ship dock. And we've already done a lot of work around the engineering of the ship dock and to mitigate the environmental impacts that may occur on the sea. And the refinery is no different in that respect. So the main environmental issues have been addressed or are being addressed. And in respect of the actual smells from the refining process, again, technology, engineering has moved on. You can mitigate emissions, you can capture emissions, you can reduce vapor recovery and reuse that energy back into the facility.
He says that the facility will be built 1.5 miles east of Statoil. A group of taxi drivers taking their concerns to the Road Traffic Department this morning. The cab drivers gathering outside the National Insurance Board building, hoping to get a resolution to the age-old problem of what they call unfair practices at the island's ports of entry. They claim that tour operators continue to take up to 90% of the cruise ship passengers coming into the Freeport Harbor daily. A few of the drivers met with the acting assistant controller of road traffic on Grand Bahama, Charmaine Fernander. Wayne Roll says he believes the meeting was fruitful.
I feel like we're going to get some results. She is on our side. She's working with us. She was completely lost to some of the things that was going on, but she was dealing with some of the stuff. She didn't know about the soliciting, all the soliciting that was going on the ground with some of the tour operators.
Former Vice President of the Grand Bahama Taxi Union, Harold Curry, says the unfair solicitation is getting out of hand. He is calling on the Road Traffic Department to monitor the situation.
We have tour operators does it. We also have taxi drivers that don't abide by the rules and regulations of the land. And we have road traffic supervisors there every day who's supposed to be keeping the law and order. We have problems around the resorts as well, where you have solicitation with people selling tours in the resort and taking them to the cave and so forth with private vehicles. That need to be dealt with as well.
Now, ZNS News spoke with the acting assistant controller of road traffic, Charmaine Fernander, who acknowledged that she did meet with the taxi drivers this morning. She said she's looking into their concerns with hopes of resolving their issues. Now, over $1 million in U.S. currency seized overnight. According to police reports, shortly after midnight, officers of the Drug Enforcement Unit and the Rapid Response Unit, while armed with a search warrant, went to a residence on Hampshire Drive, South Bahama, and discovered a large amount of currency. No arrest was made in this matter, and the police are actively investigating. Meantime, shortly after 3 a.m. this morning, officers of the Drug Enforcement Unit and Rapid Response Unit, while armed with a search warrant, went to an apartment on Hampshire Drive, South Bahama, and discovered hidden in the ceiling a duffel bag containing a large quantity of suspected marijuana and suspected hashish. 2 adult Bahamian males were arrested and taken into custody. The estimated weight of hashish seized is 9.80 pounds and has a street value of $20,000. The estimated weight of suspected marijuana seized is 45.3 pounds, and it has a street value of over $45,000. Police are actively investigating these matters. Police also making a significant discovery on the island of Bimini as well. Reports are that shortly after 11 this morning, officers acting on information went to the Northern Public Cemetery in Porgy Bay, North Bimini, where they found a bag that contained 2.9mm pistols with 51 rounds of ammunition and 4 magazines. No arrests was made. Police are actively investigating. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition continues in just a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Dolly Madison, Freeport's original home center.
Musicians, churches, nightclubs, Radio Shack is now stocked with heavy-duty power amps, powered speakers, subwoofers, cordless and wired microphones, lavaliers, guitar strings, drumsticks, skins, and accessories, guitar and bass amps, DI boxes, crossovers, line conditioners, percussion instruments, clarinet and saxophone reeds, PA systems, mixers, routers, hard drives, sound cards, tablets, MacBook Pro power cords and adapters, and so much more at the new Radio Shack at Dolly Madison Home Center.
Come on down.
Agape House, a Call to Holiness Ministries, invites you to Gathering of the Saints 2018, March 19th to 25th. Don't miss this time of Holy Ghost preaching, teaching, and workshops with guest speakers Pastor Oriel Lucinor of Agape House Haiti, Pastors Michael and Jessica Welsh of Agape House Canada, Evangelist Shirley Burrows of Governor's Harbor, Eleuthera, Pastor Harold Grant of Corporate Impact Ministries, Aruba and Santo Domingo, along with other anointed speakers, and of course our host pastors, Apostles Anthony and Ann Grant. Prepare to receive and experience God's amazing glory. That's Gathering of the Saints 2018, March 19th to 25th, 7 p.m. nightly. Day sessions are Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and our closeout celebration Sunday, March 25th at 9 a.m. All at the Agape House Glory Dome, number 23 and 24, Pioneers Loop. For more information, call 242-352-4273 or log on to www.agapehousefreeport.com.
Mulligan's Restaurant Supply Store, where you can find all the essential products required by you or your catering companies, restaurants, and bars at the lowest prices. Their professional kitchen supplies, aluminum baking pan, foam products, paper and plastic products, cake boxes and boards in different sizes sold individually, sodas, juices, and grocery items, seasonings, peanuts sold by the sack, commercial cleaning products, and also check out the wholesale and retail beers, wines, and spirits section. They're located on Yellow Pine Street. That's Mulligan's Restaurant and Supply Store.
You already know what it is, homie. It's your boy, that's Fry Young. Minion City, Mr. Bring the whole city out.
It's gonna snow in Freeport when the Passport Gang proudly presents the Snowman, Young Cheesy, live in concert.
What it do with the business is, your boy J Double.
Oh yeah, for Tico T and El Pinko's birthday bash on Saturday, March 31st. It's the weekend at Goombay Park. All of Freeport and all the family islands are coming out for Young Cheesy live in concert.
It's gonna be some money throwing a bottle popping.
With music by the Passport Gang, Tico T, King Diano, Kiki Fire, Excitement, Slanks, and more. And hosted by Big Pun. Tickets are $30 general, $60 VIP, $125 all access. Purchase tickets at all Fluid Factory locations. Doors open at 10 p.m. to Goombay Park. Saturday, March 31st. For the Tico T and El Pinko Easter Weekend Birthday Bash with Young Cheesy.
You ain't there, you ain't nowhere.
Sponsored by Heineken, Tennessee, Moet Fluid Factory, Top It Off, Premier Lounge, Indian Entertainment, 100 Jams, Grand Bahama Homecoming.
Need I say more?
This portion of the news is brought to you by Gold Rock Concrete, now manufacturing 4, 6, and 8-inch concrete blocks and ready-mix concrete. Covering the Northern Bahamas, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Junior Achievement Program hosting their annual food drive. The young business persons assembled at various food stores collecting food items to be distributed to 4 charitable organizations on the island. 2 members of the BTC Bagel League Company say they are happy to be a part of the initiative and thankful to those who helped to make the effort a success.
You never know. What you do can always make a difference, and you never know whose life you can change, and that's also very important because no matter how high up you go, it's always good to remember where you came from and that there are always people less fortunate than you.
Thank you for everybody who donated. It was a good help to people who are less fortunate, and it's going to a good cause.
Organizations on the receiving end include the Red Cross, Salvation Army, the Grand Bahama Children's Home, and Reach Out Youth Organization.
We're so grateful to Junior Achievers and to Ron Dames and his group. They are doing such an amazing job as young people who are trying to give back to the community. What a wonderful thing that they are doing, and the fact they're giving to children means so much.
We'd just like to thank the children of JA for thinking about Reach Out and the needs of other children.
A church in the Freeport area is moving beyond the norm and is not just providing spiritual food to the community, but is assisting with the physical food as well. As Shoshana Farquharson tells us, it is a unique initiative as they hope to pass on some cooking skills while keeping the culture all at the same time.
It is definitely a Bahamian favorite, pea soup and dumpling. Many members of the New Life Worship Center gathering to put on a good pot of soup through an expedition. The aim, passing on a piece of Bahamian culture in a special way to those who are interested in learning. Pastor Simeon Outen explains that this is all a part of a new program at the church called Pass It On.
How do you make pea soup and dumpling, and how does that process work? And also we add on, how do you make bread rolls? So we have members from the church who's doing the demonstration. And this is a program that we're going to run for 10 months, where each month we will be introducing something different.
But the program, he says, will not stop here. He says they will also teach women the basics when it comes to maintaining their vehicles. And there will also be a seminar on backyard farming.
How do we separate to know when the car is running hot? How do we know when the car battery is getting low? How do you do an oil change? How do you change your tire? All of these kinds of things. We want to do a backyard. We want to bring in some farmers to show us how that we can grow our own fruits and vegetables right in our backyard. So there's a number of different programs. How do we save? How do we budget? All of these kinds of things we're adding into the Pass It On program.
For Lakeisha Knowles and Ada Cooper, they are also grateful to be able to show those taking part in the program how to make pea soup and dumpling, as well as homemade rolls.
I really enjoy what I do. Like I said, I'm not a professional. However, this was a gift that was passed down to me, and I am grateful to share it with other persons that may not know how to do certain things in the kitchen.
I enjoy doing it because I love to cook and I love to bake. I cook at Alukaya and I cook at Memories, and plus a couple other restaurants. So I enjoy cooking and I enjoy baking, and I love to feed people.
For more information on the Pass It On program, you can contact the New Life Worship Center. Shoshana Farquharson, ZNS Network News.
And now it is time to Ask the Doctor.
Welcome to Ask the Doctor. Elaine from Freeport asked, what are the early signs of autism in children? Thanks for your question, Elaine. Before I answer your specific question regarding signs and symptoms of autism, I think it's important to first discuss what autism is. Autism spectrum disorder covers a variety of symptoms, skills, and levels of impairment. Essentially, it is a serious neurodevelopmental disorder that impairs a child's ability to communicate and interact with others. It also includes restricted repetitive behaviors, interests, and activities. These issues cause significant impairment in social, occupational, and other areas of functioning. Some children show signs early in infancy. However, others may develop normally for the first few months or years of life, but then suddenly become withdrawn, aggressive, or lose language skills they've already acquired. Each child with autism is likely to have a unique pattern of behavior and level of severity, which can range from low to high functioning. So if you notice such changes in your child, please have them evaluated by a doctor. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away, Ricardo Lightborn is up next with a check on sports.
More on Makeup by Megan Coakley. When you want to look like a star. Phone 443-7979.
Lucayan Medical Center provides services in family medicine, internal medicine, obstetrics, gynecology, surgery, pain management, psychiatry, audiology, podiatry, and dentistry. We offer laboratory, ECG, X-rays, ultrasound, CAT scans, and MRI scans. Also here, pharmacy, physiotherapy, fitness programs, and pre-employment medical screening. Skilled staff serve you with dignity and confidentiality. Visit Lucayan Medical Center for your healthcare needs.
Pizza Hut Lovers Pizzas give you more of what you love. Meat lovers get more meat. Cheese lovers get more cheese. Veggie lovers get more veggies. Pepperoni lovers get more pepperoni. When you purchase a large Lovers Pizza, you get any small one-topping pizza for just $2. Pizza Hut will donate that $2 to the Grand Bahama Children's Home. Get your large Lovers Pizza, spend an additional $2, and get any small one-topping pizza for just $2. For the love of children at Pizza Hut Freeport.
The Awards and Science Center has everything you need to help you give that special someone the most amazing personalized creative gift. One-of-a-kind floral arrangements to brighten someone's day. Recognition awards ranging from plaques to trophies. And yes, even tombstones to memorialize your loved ones. Visit the Awards and Science Center and be dazzled by our vast, beautiful array of supplies on West Atlanta Drive. The Awards and Science Center.
When you need a warm, filling meal, head to KFC for a hot, juicy, flaky chicken pot pie. Individual-sized, freshly baked, chunky chicken pot pie loaded with tender pieces of delicious KFC chicken, green peas, hearty carrots, potatoes, and a thick and savory home-style sauce. Covered with a golden crust. Chicken pot pie. Available at all KFC restaurants in Freeport.
The Flow Carifta Games Bahamas 2018 featuring athletes in 26 countries across the region. Friday, March 30th to Monday, April 2nd at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. It's track and field at its best as our competitors run faster, throw further, and jump higher. The competition will be fierce as the Bahamas attempts to recapture the crown from arch rival Jamaica and keep Trinidad and Barbados and the rest of the Caribbean off their heels. Experience the energy of Junkanoo. Get your flags out, bring your whistles, goatskin, drums, and cowbells. Lick 'em with the rhythm. It's going to be sizzling hot, off and on the track. The Flow Carifta Games, March 30th to April 2nd at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. You just have to be there.
Everybody, and welcome to Sports and Mercado Live One. This month tonight goes out to Leon Rivas Bartlett, folks. Yes, he's celebrating and he's going fishing. Well, Uncle Reed, just bring me back one of them mutton snapper, okay? Bahamas National High School Championship will start on this coming Thursday, March 22nd. Jack Haywood, Jim, and St. George's. Let me tell you, Kim Mullings has an update on how the tournament's going to be run.
The 2018 Bahamas National High School Basketball Championships, presented by the Alan LaCares Foundation, is sure to be a hit this year. Ministry of Education Senior Education Officer in the Sports Unit, Evan Wisdom, says it'll feature 3 elements.
It is a championship for the senior boys in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas at the high school level. It is a championship for the senior girls in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And it's also a family island championship. As we welcome all of these teams to Grand Bahama, we just hope that they have a fruitful stay, and most of all, scholarships would be afforded to these young persons that are a part of the event.
President of the Bahamas Basketball Federation, Charles Softly Rubens, has been advocating for a family island component of the national tournament since its inception. He's looking forward to seeing those teams play, but he knows all eyes will be on the senior boys.
I was told that this was going to be the best senior national tournament of the 4 that was taking place because of the champions Tabernacle Falcons. I heard that everybody is after these guys.
That's right.
So anything could happen this weekend.
District Superintendent of East Grand Bahama and the Keys, Yvonne Ward, says she is happy to have the tournament return to Grand Bahama.
I'm so happy to hear that our hotels are so accommodating to our young people when they come. And I know that our young people love to travel to Grand Bahama. They just love it, okay? It's the second city with the first class touch. I know that there'll be scouts here, and our young people will get an opportunity to show their skills in the field of basketball, and I'm sure that they will have potential scholarships as a result of this tournament. Okay, so they will also have good camaraderie, being able to compete with their peers and get an idea of how they fare nationally.
President of the Principals and Vice Principals Association, Gia Walker, says they are standing behind their local schools while welcoming the other islands.
While we're looking forward to a competitive time, a competitive series of games, we're also looking forward to the camaraderie that we expect to take place during these games as well, the visits with the young people from the other islands. And not to sound too prejudiced, it's just my hope that the championship stays in Grand Bahama.
Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Soul Sports.
And we do say congratulations to our water polo team. They did a great job at the Carifta Championships down there in Kingston. Guys, welcome home and way to go. Let's look at sports now.
This portion of the news is brought to you by In Style Boutique. Be fashionable, be trendy, be in style.
Hi, I'm Olympia Ferguson from Budget Pest Control. On Grand Bahama, there are only two types of homes, those with termites and those that will have termites. The signs you should look for are drywood termite fecal pellets, subterranean termite shelter tubes, and of course damaged wood. We now have on Grand Bahama the Coptotermes formosanus, or the super termite, which can do extreme damage in a very short period of time. To know more and to protect your investment, contact the termite experts at Budget Pest Control. With us, it's not just a company behind you, but a family. We are located on 13 Forest Avenue. Call us today at 351-7378.
It's Tico T&L Pinko's birthday bash featuring Young Jeezy. Saturday, March 31st, Gombe Park. Tickets sold at all Fluid Factory locations.
All last year, I fell in love with Belinda. But this year, I want to just kick it up a notch.
Did you hear about our new bamboo line?
When he started talking about you can sell on TV.
Hold on, Dr. Love. Not that type of bamboo you're talking about. You ain't hear about the nice bamboo sheet. And you can get it in all colors. And if you ain't want it in the sheets, Dr. Love, you can get it in the pillows.
Thank God for island bedding.
Come and visit me at number 5, Queens Highway, Island Bedding.
Come on down to Clearview Glass and Window Repair, your hurricane preparedness specialists. Call them at 352-7694.
Baby, can we go to the concert?
What concert?
Randy Watson. Baby, we have to hurry up so we can get the tickets. I want to get front row seats.
I don't even know my car.
That's okay. We can go to ticket242.com and get the tickets. You know, ticket242.com does have all the tickets for the latest events.
But I don't even know my card.
1239867.
I don't even know my security number.
345. We going to Randy Watson? Yay! Sexual chocolate! Sexual chocolate!
This is your ZNS Healthy Lifestyles Fitness Tip, brought to you by Nesbitt Fitness Gym with Coach Jonathan Farquharson and Akela Nesbitt.
It's cardio. It's playing cardio because we have some high intensity stuff that we do, and there's some slow. Because what I do is I tend to make it intensity and I bring it down a bit, so it's more cardio than anything else. The legs, if this is the first time you've ever done this class, you realize that it starts to hurt after a while. You can dance in the kitchen while you're cooking. So there's a lot of things that you can do at home. For me, I like this. I do a lot of stretching. I can do a lot of push-ups. So you can always find something that you can do at home. And you can find a video, pop a video in, and there's YouTube. It's full of stuff that you can actually try at home. So I recommend if anyone want to try it at home, you can definitely do it at home as well too. No, there's no excuse. No. And if you can't find it, you can just create it yourself, like what I did with this. So you can always find a way to work out.
I like that.
Okay. Yep.
And the run walk is this weekend. Are you ready?
I'm very ready. I'm excited. Ready
Sure?
to go.
Sure?
Probably let's have a race.
That's good.
That's going to keep us here in the north. I'm Megan Shepherd. Developments Tonight continues.
The national report, the immigration minister revealing that work permit fees will take a hike come July. The foreign affairs minister says removing unregulated shanty towns is a great move for this country. And as we continue to honor police, we speak to the head of road traffic about the high volume of traffic smash-ups on our streets this year. The Bahamas Tonight, the national report, starts right now.
This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC Every Day.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis. Immigration Minister the Honorable Brent Simonet says policy changes are on the horizon with legislative changes which will solidify the government's response to thousands left in limbo by uncertain immigration status. That from the Immigration Minister today during his contribution to the mid-year budget debate. Kishla Adderley was there.
Roni Jean-Charles became the face of all the immigration questions left unaddressed for decades. But today, Immigration Minister Brent Simonet says steps are being taken to remedy an immigration conundrum of the so-called stateless, with a documentation center at the Haitian Embassy here in Nassau.
The government of Haiti has established this center, which, as it says, is for the reception and delivery of identification documents. It has 21 centers in Haiti. They are going to increase that to 40 centers. And this center is responsible for issuing national ID cards, driver's licenses, and passports. Now, this has become very relevant because a lot of times what happens here in Nassau is the answer is the earthquake in Haiti destroyed our paperwork, or a fire destroyed our paperwork, or it got whatever. The paperwork is not available. So this is a very dynamic shift.
The shift will also mean the government addressing residents left in limbo for years.
I'm going to propose, after this audit is finished, that we look at, and will suggest to my cabinet colleagues, is that we need to establish rules that deal with children born outside of the Bahamas to married Bahamian women and a foreign spouse. We need to deal with that issue. It was part of earlier chats and has seemingly gone. Children born to a single Bahamian male, we need to look at that whole issue. But the more important issue going forward, and this is the issue I will end on here, apart from one other issue I need to talk about, is persons born in the Bahamas to non-Bahamian parents who fail to apply after the age of 19, unless other circumstances entitle them to, will only be granted permanent residency with the right to work, and not citizenship.
Meantime, an immigration commission has been established to deal specifically with those who are born here and have applied for citizenship during the ages of 18 and 19 as prescribed by law. The cabinet will decide on those. This, as a 10 decades-long problem, is finally being solved.
So I will foreshadow today there will be amendments to the immigration rules as we go forward. This was a discussion and I've mentioned here in the floor of the House many times, it is time to have this discussion, which is not reactionary to lawsuits that are happening over there. It's something I've been foreshadowing for a long time because the immigration rules in our country started with independence, essentially, in 1973 and have not been drastically overhauled, I think is a fair comment, in the 40-odd years since independence.
Keishla Adderley, ZNS Network News.
Removing unregulated shantytown communities from around the nation is in the best interest of the Bahamas. The Foreign Affairs Minister telling parliamentarians today that blight on society can no longer be ignored. Ron Albee reports.
Illegal immigrants who ignored the government's December 31, 2017 deadline to leave the Bahamas should consider this declaration made to Abaconians about the government's intent to dismantle shanty towns.
I wish to assure Abaconians that this minister-led administration has the political will and determination to deal with unregulated or shanty town communities.
For decades, millions of dollars have been spent apprehending and deporting thousands of migrants, mostly Haitians, annually. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Darren Henfield, an Abaco native, said the Minister government will boldly approach the problem differently to achieve desired results.
We see it as a matter of national urgent importance. It is a matter that has outlived its life in this country, and no administration before this one, none, has even delved into it in the way that we have. Deliberately. I said no administration has delved into it in the way that we have thus far.
In Abaco's mud and pigeon pea mushrooming communities, there is no adherence to the building code, including water and electricity connection. Yet all these services are available there. Henfield said that unlawfulness will stop.
These communities pose a danger to the individuals that inhabit them and to our citizens who live in our wider community. The health risks alone are sufficient to have them expeditiously removed from the Bahamian landscape. We undoubtedly recognize the clear and present danger that these unregulated shanty communities pose, and we will not ignore them.
And I am Vaughn Albury, ZNS Network News.
The blacklisting handed down by the European Union was also raised in Parliament today. Minister Simonet pointed out that the Bahamas' apparent non-compliance with the EU does not reflect the sentiment of other trading blocs.
And we are glad to provide support to this transformative national project by assisting in beautification efforts in the over-the-hill communities. Mr. Speaker,
OECD has rated the Bahamas as largely compliant. That is a fact that we need to constantly bear in mind. And I'll repeat, the OECD has rated the Bahamas as largely compliant, and nothing has changed that even after our trip, Deputy Prime Minister, my trip to Brussels. We are still largely compliant. However, our challenge remains with global integration of international standards, and that the goalposts to which we are measured keep shifting by international bodies such as the OECD, the EU, FATF, and other regulatory bodies.
Now, we apologize for that technical difficulty. A fundamental function like keeping the country clean should not be so challenging, says Executive Chairman of the Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority, Shannon Dawn Cartwright. During his contribution to the mid-year budget debate, the Member of Parliament for St. Barnabas urged Bahamians not to deface the natural landscape of the Bahamas. A vital and necessary authority, the agency Mr. Cartwright chairs is only 4 years old. Still, it has been busy keeping road verges, beaches, and the island clean. Frustrating the authority's work is indiscriminate dumping by some Bahamians. Now, despite the challenge, Mr. Cartwright says the Prime Minister's Over-the-Hill Development Initiative is taking root.
And we are glad to provide support to this transformative national project by assisting in beautification efforts in the over-the-hill communities. Mr. Speaker, the entire leadership team and the support staff of the Bahamas Public Parks and Beaches Authority are conscious that there are areas that need additional attention, and our teams are addressing them in our daily and weekly strategy assessments.
Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Darren Henfield, also announcing in Parliament today during the mid-year debate in the House of Assembly this morning that his ministry will establish the Office of the Spouse of the Prime Minister in a few short weeks. Henfield said the Prime Minister's spouse will not receive a salary for her efforts, but simply receive support from the Ministry of Finance, or Foreign Affairs rather.
of that office, which will engage in the forum of first ladies and spouses of the region, will help to bring more focus to issues such as promoting the health and well-being of adolescents in the Caribbean and reducing adolescent pregnancy, expounding on the prevention of various forms of cancer that are prevalent among women, encouraging the elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV and congenital syphilis in the region, and more. Mr. Speaker, in September of 2017, the spouse of the Prime Minister, at the invitation of the First Ladies and Spouses of CARICOM, addressed the forum in Belize, which served to launch the Spouses of the Caribbean Leaders Action Network, or SCLAN, as it is called.
Social Services and Community Development Minister, the Honorable Lanisha Roll, addressing the United Nations today on the challenges and opportunities in achieving equality and empowerment of rural women and girls. She led a Bahamian delegation which included Senate President Catherine Forbes Smith and Chairperson of the National Women's Advisory Council, Coralie Adderley, to the meetings in New York. The Social Services Minister touched on a number of areas of concern to the Bahamas, including climate change.
The effects of climate change reflected in the increase and intensity of hurricanes, accompanied by flooding, high rain density, and strong winds, threaten island business development, vegetation, and livestock, and results in displacement of families. Effective emergency disaster relief efforts are crucial to rural communities, returning to a state of normalcy as soon as practicable after a natural disaster. The need to strengthen prompt recovery interventions such as social assistance in terms of food, shelter, home restoration, and other essential services is imperative.
And still to come, a new spelling bee champ. And the water polo team bringing home 3 gold medals. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the new Shell and Leaded, designed for extra miles.
Want to pay less? Or want to save more? Do both. Just bundle your bills into one low-rate loan with Commonwealth Bank. With a consolidation loan at Commonwealth Bank, you'll enjoy one easy monthly payment, plus the chance to win $5,000. So move your loans from other banks to Commonwealth Bank and get ready to pay less and save more.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Wicked Genius. Come enjoy KFC's delicious chicken, fries, drink, and biscuits starting at only $5, including VAT. KFC Nassau. It's finger-licking.
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, we provide imaging services to meet all your family's needs. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. We're the imaging experts. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiology specialist can consult your doctor and conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Results are ready within 24 hours. Call
Every day you wake up with the world in the palm of your hand. Making connections and creating memories and sharing them with the people you care about. Every Today, the world is at your fingertips, and you can experience every blockbuster movie in stunning HD and top 100 Billboard music hit with the touch of a button. Every day, your family and friends are important to you, and staying in touch no matter where you are in the Bahamas or the world is your #1 priority. And that's why, every day for over 100 years, BTC has been there to ensure that every Bahamian has the best connection to the world. We cover every island, rock, and key, regardless of the cost. This is BTC Country.
Hey everybody, Easter is almost here. That means that Bamboo Shack will have your favorite warm, delicious hot cross buns. Plain, raisin, and coconut, $12 a dozen, fresh out of the oven. Wednesday, March 28th and Thursday, March 29th with specialty flavors at select locations. Visit your favorite Bamboo Shack location for your hot cross buns. Connect with Bamboo Shack on social media. Happy Easter from Bamboo Shack.
Home is more than where the heart is. Home is where the children feel safe, a place where family comes first. Come home today with a BOB residential mortgage. Enjoy attractive rates with up to 25 years to repay, or use the equity in your home to fund home improvements or other worthwhile needs. Isn't it time you came home to a place of your own? Talk with us today. BOB, your bank of solutions.
Life happens, and when it does, FG Insurance Agents and Brokers is here. We help you protect the assets you've worked hard to attain. We offer home, auto, marine, commercial, and liability insurance. Don't hesitate to protect what matters with FG Insurance Agents and Brokers. Visit us and speak to your agent today, or call us at 396-1490 in Nassau or 688-1500 in Freeport.
Have you heard about RIA? It's one of Cash and Go's new ways to transfer money. RIA allows you to send money for cash pickup or direct to a bank account. Send money, pay bills, pay insurance, purchase airline tickets, make Visa payments. Love Cash and Go. Ask us about RIA money transfer today. For more information, call 322-CASH or visit simplycashandgo.com.
This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Authorities seizing more than $1 million in Grand Bahama around midnight after searching a home on Hampshire Drive in South Bahamia. Police say the bills were in U.S. currency. No arrest was made, and investigations continue. Several hours later, 2 men were taken into custody after police discovered a duffel bag of suspected marijuana and hashish hidden in the ceiling of an apartment also on Hampshire Drive. Authorities say the drugs were valued at $65,000. As we continue our series highlighting the Royal Bahamas Police Force, tonight we focus on the Traffic Division. Crystal Darling reports.
The Police Traffic Department is increasing efforts to lessen the potential of dangerous accidents on the road. They also explain how these accidents happen and what the public can do for safety. Chief Superintendent of the Road Traffic Division, Craig Stubbs, says that many accidents happen out of driver's error, predominantly due to use of cell phones or persons eating and driving. He then specified the times of day when most accidents occur.
Our early morning, we find between the period of 12 midnight to 8 a.m., majority of our accidents happen. So we might contribute to fatigue, person working. Sometimes we find person would work a double shift and now driving home, and as a result they fell asleep based on, depending on the area they are commuting to go home. You find they're on that long stretch of road and fatigue setting, sleep, and next thing we know they would have disappeared off the road, collided either with a utility pole, with a tree, or some other vehicle, and thus resulted in the serious accident, in some cases fatality.
Superintendent Marino Hines says they believe both motorists and pedestrians should pay close attention when engaging on the road.
We would say to our motorists that they need to be particularly careful when passing school districts or areas where they are very sure that you are going to have a high number of persons moving about the street. They should not use their cell phones. They should try not to eat or be distracted in any way. And for pedestrians, we would ask that they use the pedestrian crossing.
The department is also making efforts to educate the public through public notices and school visits.
We're entering the schools. We have cyclists and other personnel from the station going out to just educate. And usually we try to reach out to the little kids, because what happens is that, you're driving in the car with mommy, mommy, you're going too fast. The kids are the ones that really kind of put into effect, or remind the parent that, hey, you go a little too fast, or daddy or mommy, you're not buckled up, or I need to set my seatbelt and what's not.
The Royal Bahamas Police Force Traffic Department continues efforts to keep motorists and pedestrians safe. Crystal Darling, ZNS Network News.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. Labor officials will be hosting its 5th Labor on the Blocks job fair this Saturday. The event will be held on Windsor Park and will include the constituencies of St. Barnabas, Anglerston, Centerville, Freetown, and Marathon. Staff and local businesses will meet, interview, and where possible, hire on the spot job seekers from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Minister of Labor, Senator the Honorable Dion Fowkes, along with senior executives, will be in attendance to meet and assist job seekers. Persons attending should bring along their NIB card and a valid government-issued ID, such as a passport or voter's card. In other business news, the Captive Insurance Companies Association held its annual international conference in Scottsdale, Arizona, under the theme, The Challenge of Change. Captive insurance continues to be a popular license-regulated form of self-insurance globally, as it allows companies dynamic ways to finance their risk. CICA 2018 was well attended with over 300 delegates from around the world. The Bahamas Financial Services Board was joined by members of the Insurance Commission of the Bahamas and the Bahamas Cooperative League. Topics covered at this year's CICA conference were international captives, taming the beast, Latin America and emerging captive markets, spicing up your captive, and captive basics to address the challenge of change. And in international news, Uber has removed its self-driving cars from the roads following what is believed to be the first fatality involving a fully autonomous car. Autonomous mode means the car is driving on its own. However, during tests, a person sits behind the wheel as a safeguard. A pedestrian was struck and killed in Arizona Sunday night, but a driver was reportedly behind the wheel. Uber is conducting tests of autonomous vehicles in Arizona, Pittsburgh, Toronto, and other areas. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.
Tourism today, Bahamas tourism today.
Students throughout the islands of the Bahamas are making their final preparations for the 16th annual Junior Minister of Tourism competition, and in just a few days we'll know who'll take this year's title.
14 students and 14 islands represented from the islands of Abaco, Andros, Acklins, Berry Islands, Bimini, Cat Island, Crooked Island, Eleuthera, Exuma, Grand Bahama, Long Island, Mayagona, New Providence, and San Salvador. Each competitor will speak on the topic for 3 to 5 minutes for the title Junior Minister of Tourism for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
The students preparing to compete on Thursday, March 22nd at 9 a.m. at Super Club's Breezes Resort are Kalia Richard, Forest Heights Academy, Abaco, Stephanie Rose, Acklin Central High School, Acklins, Shantney Nixon, Huntley Christie High School, Andros, Angelina Darvel, R.N. Gomez All-Age School, Berry Islands, Aisha Grant, Gateway Christian Academy, Bimini, Najiba Campbell, Arthurstown High School, Cat Island, Carlisa Rose, Admiral Ferguson Senior High, Crooked Island, Oriana Carey, Preston H. Albury High School, Eleuthera, Edrinique Morton, Ellen Coakley Senior High School, Exuma, Katora Clark, 8 Mile Rock High School, Grand Bahama, Luke Knowles, NGM Major High School, Long Island, Bethajanique Robbins, Abrahams Bay High School, Mayagwana, Charles Hamilton Jr., St. Anne's School, New Providence, and Lanica Store, San Salvador High School, San Salvador.
It's really important that persons come out and support these young persons as they have bright ideas concerning the tourism industry. I hope to see you there.
Read more about the students and the competition on tourismtoday.com. I'm Nakia Christie, and this is Tourism Today.
Free, reliable, anytime, anywhere, and instant. That's the benefits of using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Pay bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more. Enjoy the freedom of banking on your own terms. Why wait in line? Save time. Do your banking using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean to find out more. RBC Royal Bank. It's all about you.
Sounds like a truly Bahamian beer. Hey, Exuma drinking. Sounds like Ilucha drinking. Sounds like Long Island drinking. Sounds like I'm just drinking. Sounds like Nassau drinking. Sounds like Hey, Cat Island drinking. Sounds like Bahama drinking. Sounds like Harbor Cold drinking. Sounds like a taste that is fresh.
Available at Jimmy's Liquor Stores or your favorite restaurants and liquor stores throughout the Bahamas.
Sounds like
Know how you can save more money, save more time, earn more interest, and have more for the future? The solution is an account from Fidelity Bank. With our ASU Savings, fixed deposits, and preferred client program, you can get free financial advice from our team of experts, competitive interest rates, and free online banking for simple and safe banking anytime, anywhere. Open a fixed deposit or savings account with Fidelity by visiting a branch today. Get into the rhythm of saving with Fidelity. Fidelity, we're good for you.
Well, as an Alive customer, I've really come to enjoy the national roaming that Alive provides. It makes sure that I'm in touch with the people I need to be in touch with at all times, almost no matter where I am in the Bahamas. Recently, while traveling on Eleuthera, I had the opportunity to use my Alive phone. Service was great, impeccable. The place where I was at didn't have internet access, so I was able to use my Alive phone for that to make sure I stayed in touch with email. Even watching a movie on the phone. I also like that Alive has become such a great corporate citizen. After the hurricane, Alive was very generous with persons from the Southern Islands who were impacted. And at a time when it was really difficult for them, came through with phones for them that they can stay in touch with their loved ones. Phones that when they go back home, they can continue to be in touch with their loved ones because Alive has their islands covered.
Time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
March is Kidney Month, and as we seek to bring awareness to it and to the kidney, Cleopatra Murphy takes a look at kidney disease in this week's edition of Things You Should Know.
Kidney disease or chronic kidney failure is a gradual loss of kidney function. The organs are responsible for removing excess waste and fluids from the blood, and when the kidneys fail, dangerous levels of waste build in the body. Nephrologist at the Oak Tree Medical Center, Dr. Diego DeVoe, says after years of progression, kidney disease can be fatal. He says when you think kidneys, think balance.
One of the main functions a lot of people know about is clearing toxins from the body. That's one main function. Another function is producing a hormone called erythropoietin, and it helps to stimulate your bone marrow to produce blood. So people who have kidney disease, if they don't get the appropriate treatment, they can become anemic or low blood count.
Kidney disease can be detected by blood work and urine testing, but DeVoe says it is often detected late in the illness. Symptoms can include leg swelling, nausea, and vomiting. The kidney specialist says patients are more predisposed to the illness due to genetics and lifestyle causes that can lead to diabetes and high blood pressure that are the primary causes of kidney disease. Women are also more susceptible.
Patients who have lupus they're at increased risk for kidney disease and ultimately with their kidneys failing. And another, I would say, condition would be pregnancy. Because if patients who have some level of what they call chronic kidney disease, during pregnancy can actually accelerate kidney disease.
So, what are the treatments? Those can include medication, a kidney transplant and dialysis, a process through which the blood is removed from the body and cleansed.
If you need to go on dialysis, it changes your lifestyle. It changes your family's lifestyle. You're on a machine sometimes upwards with 3-4 hours, 3 times a week. And that's a heavy burden for anybody to take on.
DeVos says prevention is better than cure, so he encourages lifestyle changes, exercise, and drinking lots of water to keep the kidneys flushed and hydrated. In next week's edition of Things You Should Know, we'll explore dialysis more closely. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
Central Eleuthera High School student Jonathan Randall is the 21st annual Bahamas National Spelling Bee champion after beating out scores of contenders on Sunday evening. 12-year-old Randall won the competition held at the Atlantis Crown Ballroom after several grueling rounds and what he says was lots of hard work and preparation. This is the 3rd time the student has participated in the competition. Randall was elated over his win.
I feel overwhelmed. It's been a long year full of studying and almost no free time without getting called, "John, let's do spelling words," and it's really an honor to win after 3 times. You certainly get to know a lot of different words, and you get to make your friends puzzled on which word you're saying. And don't be discouraged if you fail the first couple times like I did, because eventually you will succeed.
Randall will travel to Washington, D.C. for the Scripps National Spelling Bee on May 27th. Minister of Education, the Honorable Jeffrey Lloyd, congratulated the contestants at the start of the competition for making it to the finals.
You deserve congratulations because you are at the place of championship. And that's what we are about at the Ministry of Education. We are insisting on a culture of excellence so that we could achieve mastery. And already in your respective jurisdictions, you have exemplified this, and you deserve to be proud, and we are all very much proud of you. Dear parents and coaches, thank you very much for this wonderful occasion to celebrate the young people of our country, the youth leaders of today. We make the mistake by saying that they are the young people of the leaders of tomorrow. They are the leaders of today.
Don't go anywhere. Sports and Family Island weather are up next. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
Springtime is here, the time when nature awakens and life begins to flourish. In adoration of the season, the Paint Place would like to brighten up your surroundings. Discover beautiful pastels like spring blossom or lotus flower. The Paint Place can bring to life any color you can imagine. Choose from a wide selection of top brands like Richards and Benjamin Moore and an array of painting accessories. The Paint Place, when you want to paint it right the first time.
I worked hard to do well in high school.
Now that I am graduating,
What am I going to do next?
what am I going to do this summer?
I'm going to the University of the Bahamas Summer Bridging Program.
You don't need PGCSE results to sit the entrance exam.
Available for 16 to 24-year-olds residing in New Providence, Grand Bahama, and throughout the Family Islands.
Are you motivated to attend university?
The best part for me though, on successful completion of the Summer Bridging Program, you can be guaranteed direct entry into the University of the Bahamas.
If you own a portfolio of securities within a brokerage account, like stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, you can access a hassle-free loan, known as a margin loan, based on the value of that portfolio. Your investment portfolio is essentially used as collateral for a cash loan, and the benefits are numerous. Simple and straightforward application, quick turnaround, a more competitive interest rate, no requirement for monthly payments. Contact us for more information on margin loans.
Coca-Cola Bahamas has always been a strong community partner for us. They've supported and helped us too.
Reach hundreds of young men through Strike Basketball.
Create a fun and interactive United FC.
Go a little bit further for our animal friends.
Feed thousands of Bahamians every year. Preserve our natural habitat and celebrate Bahamian culture and Junkanoo on Pace.
The Caribbean Bottling Team is committed to the communities that we serve around the entire Bahamas.
Life is better with Rubis Rewards. Just fuel up and swipe for your chance to win free fuel, cash back in our stores, restaurant and store discounts from our partners, plus prizes and surprises. It doesn't get better than this. Your Rubis Reward tag is free at every Rubis service station in New Providence. Get yours today. Rubis, it's just better.
Cellular and Electronics is your one-stop shop for all your electronic needs. From the latest in cell phones and accessories like the iPhone 6s Plus to the Samsung S6 Edge, the latest in game consoles, games and accessories. We also carry the best hoverboards, stereo sound systems and much more. We also have certified technicians to fix all your electronic needs. Located in the Coconut Grove Plaza and the Mall at Marathon. What are you waiting for? Come on down to CTI Cellular and Electronics today.
Easter's almost here, so get your hot cross buns in gear for the Robin Hood Easter Egg Hunt. Buy Robin Hood flour and take your receipt to Pritchard's on Robinson Road. 10 winners will be invited to the Robin Hood Easter Egg Hunt. You can win up to $3,000. Want to be an instant winner? Take a selfie with Robin Hood flour. Email it to robinhoodpromo@gmail.com and check Acer H Pritchard's Facebook page to see if you're a winner. Enter today.
Free, reliable, anytime, anywhere, and instant. That's the benefits of using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Pay bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more. Enjoy the freedom of banking on your own terms. Why wait in line? Save time. Do your banking using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean to find out more. RBC Royal Bank. It's all about you.
The performance speaks for itself. Pennzoil Synthetics, made from natural gas. Make the switch.
If you're searching for savings, then the hunt is over. Save money this and every week at Super Value and quality supermarkets. Libby's corn or sliced beets 15-ounce can, 99 cents. Watley Bologna 12-ounce pack, 2 for $3. Chicken drumsticks, 99 cents per pound. Members Mark Ocean Spray 100% cranberry juice, 2-pack, 96-ounce size, $9.99. Fresh celery stalks, 2 for $3. Rosoni ready-cut macaroni 14.1-ounce box, 99 cents. If it's value you want, then you really want Super Value and quality supermarkets.
BCSD, the Bahamas Central Securities Depository, is working to get dividends to shareholders faster than ever. If you've got shares, don't wait weeks for a check in the mail. Give BCSD your bank account information and start getting direct dividends deposited straight to your account. All BCSD needs is your bank's name, branch, and account number. Call BCSD at 322-5522 or visit bcsd.bs today.
Financial dreams only become a reality when we make the commitment to ourselves and our financial future. Let Leno help you bridge your dream into a reality. Leno Corporate Services offer individual retirement plans, pension administration, investment management, brokerage and trading, accounting, payroll, and corporate services.
Leno, bridging possibilities. Contact us at 396-3225.
At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, we provide imaging services to meet all your family's needs. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. We're the imaging experts. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiology specialist can consult your doctor and conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Results are ready within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
And it's time now for a check on temperatures around our family islands. Forecaster Greg Thompson joins us live in studio with the details. Nice to see you again, Greg. What's the latest?
Hi, Ladon, and good to see you again. It's pretty nice around the islands. Temperatures managed to get up into the 80s, and we are going to take a look at our family island temperatures tonight, being brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. It's 79 degrees in Freeport, 76 in Green Turtle Key, Abaco, across in Marsh Harbor, 75. We pick up more 76s across in Alistown, Bimini, Bullocks Harbor, the Berry Islands, and in Fresh Creek, North Andros. Here in the capital, 78, 77 in Harbor Island. Into the central Bahamas, temperatures, a string of 76s there with Kemps Bay, Daniel Key, Rock Sound, Arthurstown, that's Cat Island, Rum Key, all reporting 76, 75s in Georgetown and Coburn Town. And down south into the deep south, temperatures also in the mid to upper 70s there with 76s in Duncantown, Ragged Island, Clarence Town, Long Island, Colonel Hill, Crooked Island, Betsy Bay, Grand Turk, that's in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and a pair of 77s up in Spring Point, Acklands, and deep south, Matthew Town, Inagua, 77 at this hour. The boating forecast brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Center. For your forecast tonight, pretty nice across the islands. High pressure still in charge. The winds are going to be light and variable. Seas running 1 to 2 feet over the ocean. Your high tide will be at 9:16 tonight. Low tide taking place at 3:14 in the morning. For tomorrow, those winds will be switching out of the south to southwest ahead of a front that's going to be getting in here sometime on Wednesday. They will be at 15 knots, gradually increasing as the evening goes. High tide will be at 9:34 in the morning. Your low tide taking place at 3:46 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, those winds still light, southeast to south, around 10 knots. Seas be running 1 to 3 feet over the ocean. Then come Wednesday, those winds picking up across the northwest Bahamas and switching, becoming northwest and north behind the front, 15 to 20 knot seas, a choppy 4 to 7 feet. Your high tide will be at 10:18 in the morning. Low tide will be taking place shortly after 4:30 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, south to southwest winds, 10 to 15 knots, seas running 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And that frontal boundary should be swinging into your area late on Wednesday, so those winds will be switching, becoming northwest to north. That is a look at your boating forecast. It's time now for your travel forecast, and your travel forecast is brought to you tonight by Royal Star Assurance.
Talking fool is a very serious thing. Talking fool is a crying shame. Talking fool, he will taste your blood. For talking fool will leave you lying in the mud. Harry talking fool, shame him look him in the head. He breaks you to bush crying.
That's a look at your travel forecast brought to you tonight by Royal Star Assurance. A look at your complete weather is still to come.
Welcome to Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. Prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers that affect men. The prostate is a small walnut-shaped gland that produces the seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. Prostate cancer it usually grows slowly and initially remains confined to the prostate gland where it may not cause serious harm. While some types of prostate cancer grow slowly and may need minimal to no treatment, other types are aggressive and can spread quickly. Prostate cancer may not cause signs or symptoms in its early stages. Prostate cancer that is more advanced may cause symptoms and signs such as trouble urinating, decreased force in the stream of urine, blood in the urine, blood in the semen, general pain in the lower back, hips, and thighs, discomfort in the pelvic area, bone pain, erectile dysfunction. It is best to detect prostate cancer early when it is confined to the prostate. Treatment in these cases is usually early and very successful. If you have any of the signs and symptoms of prostate cancer, see your doctor and visit your community clinic as soon as possible. This has been Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. Live your best life by living well.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evo.
I've been playing football since I was a kid, and my dream has always been to see the world's best players in real life. I'd stand together with thousands, and I'd cheer.
You can win an all-expense-paid trip for two to the 2018 FIFA World Cup, courtesy of Visa. Just use your Scotiabank Visa card for anything. The more you use your card, the more chances you get. So cheer from Russia with Scotiabank and Visa. Conditions apply.
AID features Napa Auto Parts which meet or exceed OE specifications. Parts for Asian vehicles are available at great prices. Filters from $2, brakes from $22, tie rod ends from $21, head gaskets from $10, and fuel pumps from $32. AID is also your destination for the best selection of automotive accessories. Hubcap sets from $22.45, steering wheel covers from $4.50, car mat sets from $8.45, and seat covers from $34.44. Wipers, wash and wax products, motor oils, and automotive chemicals for every vehicle. Angle grinders from $44.53, pressure washers from $162. For the month of March, all Napa Gold filters 15% off at all AID locations. AID is now open Monday through Saturday 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. AID, Blue Hill Road and Wolf Road have all you really need and more.
Bonaventure Medical Laboratory at East Avenue, Centerville and Sandyport celebrates 20 years of providing quality laboratory services with timely results. While partnering with your physicians and insurance companies, we have expanded into our modernized facility providing EKG testing, the latest in gonorrhea and chlamydia STD tests, rapid tests, paternity screens, online reporting of results, and also phlebotomy training. Visit or call Bonaventure Medical Lab, open daily at 7:30 a.m. and Saturdays at 8 a.m. or visit our Sandyport or Southside Clinic locations.
Spring cleaning can seem impossible, but with these products, it's a no-brainer. Buy Swiffer, Mr. Clean, Gain Dish, or Febreze and enter for a chance to win great prizes, like up to $3,500 cash.
Bigger is better. Get more for your money with Robin Hood Flour. Next time you're at the food store, compare. At 5.5 pounds, Robin Hood Flour gives you more for your money. Bigger is better. Robin Hood Flour. Find it at your favorite food store.
Looking to upgrade your refrigerator stove or purchase an affordable home generator? We've got the perfect solution for you. Bahamas Welding and Fire is the best choice for the lowest prices in town. We carry top-of-the-line outdoor barbecue grills, air conditioners, refrigerators, stoves, generators, industrial hardware, and garden supplies with a wide assortment of tools and accessories. Open Monday through Saturday. Telephone 394-0004. BWF, we're more than just our name.
If you love seafood, it has to be fresh. Nobody understands this better than Geneva Brass Seafood. Yes, we're back for your wholesale or retail supply of fresh conch, lobster, grouper, jack, snappers, whatever. Geneva Brass Seafood, Eden Street off Arrington Road. Call 422-5349 or 803-5153. Geneva Brass Seafood opens 7 days a week. Say you heard this ad on radio for your 474 coupon and get 5% off store-wide. Geneva Brass Seafood. It couldn't be more fresh unless you go and get it yourself.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Monday. Successfully defending their title at the Carifta Water Polo Championship was the country's under-16 team. The squad won the 2017 title when the championship was held here in the Bahamas. Players traveled to Jamaica, where they defeated the host team on Sunday, 17-3. The Bahamas was led by Gabriel Sastre, who netted 6 goals. Gabriel Incenner and Thomas Illing both scored 3 goals. The Bahamas under-14 team, inclusive of 2 young females, defeated Jamaica 16-2. Dominic Benaby scored 5 goals, Dominic Demerit netted 4 goals, and Oliver Roberts added 3 goals. golds. The under-19 team went down to the wire with the Bahamas pulling off the 12-10 win over Jamaica. The Bahamas added 3 goals in the final period and held Jamaica to just 1. The Carifta swimming team is now preparing to defend their title at the Carifta Swimming Championships. This regional meet will also be held in Jamaica during the Easter holiday weekend. Some 36 swimmers will represent the 242 down in Jamaica.
Well, especially winning the last 3 out of 4 Cariftas, I feel like there's a bit more pressure on us, but I feel like we can come out on top hopefully and hopefully get the gold.
I'm versing 100 free for Nassau, but I'm trying to get a gold or silver, and I go out there, do it, and try to bring gold back for my team.
The Bahamas has won 3 of the last 4 championship titles. Coach Trevano McAfee believes that this squad can capture number 4.
Definitely Martinique is coming strong again, the French. They were close to us last year, so we have that in the back of our mind. We are ready for them, like I said, but they are going to come strong. But we're going to come stronger and, bring it home.
Are the sprint races our strongest or the long distance ones?
Well, this year we have really covered the distance swims. The country on the whole, we are very good at sprints. But this year we have Luke Kennedy Thompson, who's leading the distance guys. We look for him to really score some points where the country did not see those points in the past. So we look to kind of sneak in a few more points in our distance events.
An 80-member team was selected to represent the Bahamas at the Carifta Track and Field Championships, which will take place right here in the 242 at the National Thomas A. Robinson Stadium over the Easter holiday weekend. The under-17 girls team look like this: Anthea Charlton, Jada Knowles, Megan Moss, Jasmine Knowles, Sierra Sayers, Indira Cartwright, Akea Lightbourne, Shanice Miller, Michaela White, Tanisha Floyd, Kenitra Mackey, Miranda Tucker, Rema Otober, Daniel Sanders, Sandra Mitchell, Gordine Thurston, Angel Pratt, Javonna Valcott, and Ebony Kelly. On the under-17 boys team, Nathan Moss, Romero McKenzie, Kendall Culmer, Terrence Jones, Raymond O'Carey, Ethan Hanna, Clayton Henfield, Kendrick Major, Mitchell Curtis, Tyler Mizik, Kristen Stirrup, Shema Johnson, Latrell Taylor, Taraj Henderson, Gerald Kelly, Kayshawn Strawn, Lowell Bethel, Devon Johnson, Devontae Forbes, and Deshaun Joseph. Devin Parker will lead the under-20 girls with Denisha Cartwright, Rodria Moss, Donisha Anderson, Marissa Awart, Quenisha Marshall, Gabriel Gibson, Sasha Wells, Angel Willie, Tiffany Hanna, Deja Moss, Laquel Kinte, Akesia Astwood, Latia Sanders, Taylor Walter, Kennedy Culmer, and Destiny Hyler. In the under-20 boys, Adrian Curry, Joel Johnson, Oscar Smith, Jamal Wilson, Corey Sherrod, Michael Stewart, Byron Lowe, Gabrielle Curtis, Sean Miller, Kyle Elsine, Donovan Wims, Sean Roll, Tristan Hanna, Vano Ramming, Patrick Johnson, Max Azor, Karan Dean, Shaquille Higgs, Devontae Smith, Gareth Lewis, and Ty Diggs. The team was selected on Sunday evening, this after 2 days of competition on Friday and Saturday in the B3A's Island Cares Carifta Trials.
I want to thank our athletes who competed fiercely for the coveted spot to represent Team Bahamas. I want to emphatically state that they are all champions, irregardless or irrespective of their places. Immediately following the sanction of the team, at 12:30, we met and presented the team to the executives. Following that, we had a ratification by the general body, and I'm pleased to say that that long process yielded the best team possible to represent Team Bahamas.
The Whitty K can arguably be called the fastest boat in her class. Skipper Stephen Knowles wasn't at the tiller on Saturday, but that didn't stop the boat from Long Island from capturing 2 firsts and a second to win the Best Boat Award at the 3rd Annual Long Islanders Association Captain's Switch-Up Mini Regatta. The regatta was held on the weekend at Montague. The best skipper went to Joshua Knowles, who had 2 seconds and a 7th place finish. To finish 1 point ahead of Dwayne Higgins and 3 points in front of Knowles, who finished in 3rd. Capturing the top award at this year's Phil Smith Primary School Basketball Classic was Tilios Primary. The school has won every tournament they have played in this year. Coach Ronaldo Maycock will continue to enter his teams in the various tournaments to assist with their growth and development in the game.
At the beginning of the season, they were a bit mixed up, but after playing with each other for a while, then gelling with each other good. So that's what I see, and they're doing better as the time goes on.
How many tournaments are they entered in, to develop and hone their skills?
They've entered 6 and they've won all 6. And it's helped them good. It's helped them develop. They were already good, but it helped them to get better.
More tournaments like these are needed, don't you think?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it helps them grow. And I hope we can get as much as we could in the year to help them keep on.
Anastasia Moultrie headed the Kingsway Academy Saints Primary School boys team, which placed second in the annual Phil Smith Primary School Basketball Classic. Even though she's a member of the women's national basketball team, she still has interest in seeing the sport grow on the boys' side.
Playing at this level is so good, because like I say, the development starts from the mini and the primary school development, and that's I thank KJ for doing it, because that's something what we did in the women's league for the younger ones. We started with the primary school because there's not much games for them and there's not much play time for them.
How long have you been coaching this team, and have you seen any growth development changes in the players?
Well, I've been with this team from my daughter was at Kingsway, and like I say, Kingsway is a good and developing program. So thanks to the coaches, Mr. Monka, Mr. Seymour, the parents, and Mr. Rule, they're doing an excellent job despite what they have. And they're using whoever comes, they work with them, no matter the age or the grade level, they work with them.
Are the boys learning the game?
Oh yeah, they have tremendously improved. Those boys, they have tremendously improved.
Any other tournaments for them, or this is the ending of the season?
Well, whatever tournament comes, they will be entered in, and as long as the school verifies it, they'll be entered into it.
The Texas Lady Longhorns are in the second round of play at the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. They will suit up tonight for their game against Arizona State. On Saturday, the Lady Longhorns defeated Maine 83-54. LaShawn Higgs netted 15 points in the 23 minutes she played. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostics.
Whether you want to get going in a new car, to relax at home while you pay bills on your mobile banking app, to get the best rewards with your credit card, or to get a sure start on your little one's future. Whether you want a quick response on your loan, or just a range of services that keep your business running smoothly, you want banking that fits your life. CIBC First Caribbean, banking that fits your life.
Battery and tire specialists want to improve your ride with their new wheel alignment services. Rough roads can make the steering wheel shimmy, your car drift sideways, and even make you skid in wet weather. Professional wheel alignment extends the life of your tires, prevents expensive repairs, and saves you money on gas. Battery and Tire, 7 Terrace Centerville, 325-0547. Battery and Tire Specialist. We keep you moving.
Introducing the Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now and made just for you meals for just $7.50 every day. Take your pick from our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. Pile them high with all of your favorite veggies, made just the way you say, with a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. The new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made. Subway, eat fresh.
Bigger is better. Get more for your money with Robin Hood Flour. Next time you're at the food store, compare. At 5.5 pounds, Robin Hood Flour gives you more for your money. Bigger is better. Robin Hood Flour. Find it at your favorite food store.
No time for lunch? With a bottle of Ensure, you get 9 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and the calcium that your body needs. For the hectic moments of your life, drink Ensure.
We'll be with you through new beginnings and sunset endings, through toil and many tears,
through the joys and many fears. For all of life's ever-changing moments, trust J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers for all of your insurance needs. J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, giving you peace of mind.
Move forward, Bahamas, and build high into the sky. Move upward and colorize those new walls. Move onward and build a garden to last a lifetime. Move together and settle into that new home. There's a lot of places you can do it for yourself, but there's one place to do it right. Builders Mall. We know exactly what motto you live by, and even the pros know building is just a part of what we do. So move forward, Bahamas. And remember, you can find it all at Builders Mall.
BTC is giving the gift of rollover data, plus free unlimited WhatsApp calls, texts, pictures, and videos. Choose from our 1-day plan for $349, 7-day plan for $999, or a 15-day plan for only $29.99. We've even thrown in unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts. Dial *203# to activate your plan today. Share every moment with BTC. Terms and conditions apply.
Time now for weather.
Well, in our final check of weather, we take a look at satellite picture, and of course, high pressure dominating our weather across the area, keeping us pretty nice, warm temperatures, at least for one more day as the winds swing out of the southwest. Ahead of a frontal boundary that's now taking shape. Not really much weather associated with the front itself. A couple of clouds. We may see an isolated shower. That frontal boundary is expected to get near sometime late Tuesday into early Wednesday and bring us a change of temperatures. So we're going to enjoy another cool down starting the end of the week. Taking a look at your forecast for tonight, another clear and chilly one. Temperatures managed to get down into the low 60s. Once again, we're going to get there. 63 expected here in the capital. Tomorrow, simply sunny and nice. Temperatures will warm up into the mid-80s, 85 expected here. And your 7-day outlook, as I mentioned, the front will get in here sometime on Wednesday. Couple of showers associated with that, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, people didn't enjoy that cool down. Well, we're going to get another one. And our temperatures at night can be chilly.
So I understand that you're going to be joining us for the entire week.
Yeah, I will be filling in for Mr. Dean, Basil Dean, for the next couple of days.
Glad to have you. And this programming note, the Prime Minister's mid-year budget address will be aired live at 3 p.m. tomorrow on the ZNS Parliamentary channel. ZNS News will begin its coverage at 2:30 with the pre-show. And with that, we end the Bahamas Tonight, the national report. For all of us here at ZNS, I'm LaDawn Davis. Make it a great evening, everyone.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
She has placed passion over profit. Raquel Dean is totally committed to the fine arts.